Good morning. Welcome back in our second meeting. Uh, uh, so in this meeting, as you know, Acme is willing to build a manufacturing plant in Vietnam in order to facilitate sales in India and China. So I'm going to tell you about some of the consideration that they have to value before starting the manufacturing arm of the company overseas. So I'll also talk about how the anticipation that we have about the effect that is going to have on the supply chain. Also, I will talk about some of the risks and the benefits associated with offshoring a major branch of a company in another country. So talking about some of the key considerations moving manufacturing arm of the company overseas, especially in Vietnam. So I'll just talk about the political factors because the more the politics of a given country favor a company, the more the company that moves in that particular country gets to be successful. So Vietnam has been under control of France for a couple of years, and after the Geneva Accord of 1954, Vietnam was divided into communist north and anti-communist south. So knowing all that could help Akime plan and know the country they are going in and how their politics function. So, being Vietnam a growing country in economics that is willing to take its economy from the lowest level to its highest level, then that is understandable that they are willing to welcome some abroad countries or some abroad investors that want to invest their money in that country. So that could be an opportunity for Vietnam, and that is why they have also to consider the economic factors that are present in Vietnam. Also, talking about the social character of Vietnam. Vietnam is a populated country, and their population they are called the Vietnamese. They have different ethnics, and their official language is the Vietnamese. So they give much value to their education. So in addition, Acme has to understand all that for it can know how to handle Vietnamese and how to give them products that meets their cultural values. So talking about the technological factor, Vietnam is really a country that has a rapid growth in technology. So they have developed infrastructure, for example, houses, roads, plants powering the central Vietnamese city at the heart of the tech boom. So the fact that Vietnam has an advancement in technology, so this means that Acme could take that and turn it into a profitable thing that can help them adapt to the new place. So the effect on the efficiency of the supply chain of Acme when it gets to Vietnam or in other global country. So the effect is like knowing the current situation the Vietnamese will help the Acme to plan ahead of time before entering the market. So when you enter a market and you don't have much information about that market, then that should risk to make your company fail. So this will help them to be successful because they be having some information about the market in Vietnam. Also knowing the culture of the population in that particular country, especially Vietnam, will help Acme to gain as many as possible customers since they will be knowing what to deliver to them and how to deliver that. Also, conducting a lot of research about the new country could help it in raising its awareness and reaching its point. So the fact that they'll be having all the informations about the country they are moving in, then that will affect maybe how they will be delivering and how their supply chain will be working. And also it will help them to plan about the inventory, how many customers they have in Vietnam, how many things do they want. So that will help them to plan about the inventory so that they don't overproduce or they don't produce less for the customers can miss what to buy, or there could be a lot of things and the customers are not able to buy all the things, then that make them fail. So the primer list can benefit associated to overshowing major brands of a company in a new country. So rapidly developing economy offers significant cost advantages. So Vietnam is a country that is growing in economies, so it gives significant advantages to foreign investors. So there is a benefit associated to moving from one country, United States, to Vietnam. Also, low wages to invest in Vietnam. So because Vietnamese are looking for jobs and they are willing to work in order to develop, so it could be easy for Acme to have like good employees, but also who are going to cost less. So also, but at the part of the list, Vietnam is experiencing skill shortage from the factory floor, and many workers lack even basic workforce readiness because it's still a developing country, so they don't have more experienced workers. So that means that a company moving to Vietnam has also to have a budget for investing in trainings in order to take those workers to the level they want. So that is all I had to say about moving a channel or having a channel in Vietnam for Acme. Thank you.